Over the last couple of years, maybe longer, I have noticed a shift in the way this particular subject has been talked about, or at least has been permitted to be talked about, I should say. And what I'm talking about specifically is this whole fat acceptance idea, or the idea of talking about obesity in general, more specifically. Now, I know the irony of this coming from me, so let me get that out of the way. I am what is colloquially known as a fat fuck. I fully admit this. I believe in the idea of being who you are and being happy with how you are. And I am happy with how I am. Without going into details, there are other issues at hand as to why I am fat, besides the fact that I eat a lot. And those issues have made it so that I am just a happier person in general as I am. Now, I say all of this with the caveat that I know for a fact I am a fat fuck. I know for a fact that my weight is going to inevitably contribute to a shorter lifespan. I know all of this, but I'm happy as I am. And therein lies the difference between myself and what is increasingly being known as the fat acceptance movement. I'm happy with me, but I know I'm unhealthy. It's this weird shift in saying that, oh no, there's no health risks being involved with being fat, or even mentioning that is hurtful to others, that has left me questioning how so many organizations that are allegedly helping people with eating disorders or weight issues are jumping onto this. The reason I'm talking about this right now is because there was an advertisement that Facebook did not allow. This advertisement was for Grabbable Gut, I believe they're called. It was I believe some people build it as anti-obesity. I view this more as sort of like a weight awareness sort of advertisement. And the reason it was not allowed was, and this is from Facebook themselves, it might upset viewers. So, what's the point? Anything can upset people if you try hard enough to be upset at it. Name a subject I can find a way to be upset at. Yeah, I get it. Being told that it's unhealthy to be fat can be upsetting. Tough shit. You can either be me and be perfectly happy as you are, but you will have people who care about you that say that you should lose weight, or that you should exercise, or get in better shape, those kind of things. They do that because they care about you, by the way, not because they're trying to fat shame you. Or, and here's the other one that people seem to forget exists, if you're fat, you can exercise, you can improve your diet, you can remedy the situation yourself, generally speaking. So I don't get why so many weight loss organizations and so many eating disorder organizations in particular are so against the idea of saying being fat is unhealthy, or that showing that being fat is unhealthy is so upsetting. I have seen bulimia and anorexia organization after organization after organization say that showing that obesity is bad causes people to go into anorexia and bulimia. And while I'm sure that that has happened before, I don't think that's the norm. We live in an age where the fat acceptance movement has gone from don't call me a fat ass and just randomly say, hey, go to a gym, you pig, into saying that obesity is unhealthy is discriminatory. That giant shift is what confuses me. And this is why I don't like sort of movements like this, because they seem to go to extremes eventually. Because the idea that you should not say, hey, go to a gym, you fat fuck. Yeah, that's perfectly reasonable. Treat people like people. But when you go to the extreme of, oh, hey, saying that obesity is bad, yeah, that's triggering, and you really need to cut that out. You've lost the plot. I don't get how this is becoming standard. I don't get why this is becoming standard. And again, I find it really weird that so many organizations that are allegedly there to help people stay healthy seem to be going into the camp of saying obesity is bad is what's bad, rather than the obesity itself. I just don't get how this happened and why it's happening. It's so weird to me. And once again, I realize the humor of this coming from a lard ass like myself. I guess sometimes you have to be the thing that is being tried to be helped in order to see just how screwed up the help really is. Anyway, this has just been Math Machine ranting, well, not so much ranting, but more just confused, honestly, at the, not only the fat acceptance, but the just sheer desire to make obesity is bad disappear entirely. If someone can fill me in on that, I'd really appreciate that. Peace out.